Hello guys, and welcome to episode 23 of my Civilization Beyond Earth playthrough, playing as INTEGR on Rising Tide. Things are starting to come to an end, I think, in this campaign. We're getting to the point where we can build our wonder. Obviously it's going to take quite a while for us to actually win the game, but we're definitely getting there, and we're definitely in the final few steps. We're going to have to go to war with Brasilia at some point, and probably Australia as well. It seems that Brasilia is still making new outposts. I should probably be doing the same. So that's what I was thinking I was going to do in this episode. We can afford to make a few new outposts, and what I'm going to do is bring them down here. As you can see, there is literally nothing down here. No civilization is taking advantage of any of this sort of titanium. Look at all this titanium right next to each other. We've got some Fraxite down here, which will be very useful. So I definitely want to get some settlements down here, connect these two expanses of water. That would be awesome. It would make my wrath here actually useful. So those are the kinds of things that I'm going to go for. So once we've built a few more workers, I'm going to change the production to colonists, and we will set out and make some more settlements. So anyway, this Hellion, that can fortify for this turn, and we'll move straight on to the next one. So as you can see, Uzbek being traded hands by Australia and Brasilia. At Blauvold, let's get the colonist there. It looks as if there's another alien nest on the water here, so I need to go and destroy that. Let's destroy that unit and continue to move on. Yeah, the alien nest in exactly the same place it was before. We'll fortify that evolved CNDR. The Herald here can air intercept, and I'm going to set up that Saber for a range attack and automate that worker. At Prosperity, we can also automate the worker. Let's automate that worker as well, and that one as well. And for our production in Entwicklung, I think we're going to go for the Xena Nursery. Yeah, that will probably give us another 3 science or so, so I think that's worth doing. Or even the Neurolab. I think the Neurolab actually takes longer, so we're going to get the Xena Nursery. For Fidel, I think we're going to get the Gene Garden. And at Prosperity, we'll get the Alien Preserve. At Axiom, we need an Alien Preserve there as well. Right, let's purchase a Explorer with Diplomatic Capital, because I want to pick up these 3 expeditions, or the expedition sites. And I think that's everything, so let's move on to the next turn. Actually, the only other thing I need to do is purchase another trade convoy for Prosperity. Right, let's move on the Hellion. And we're all good. So I think I'm just going to use Blauvold to create the colonists. Rahi and Parezo captured by Brasilia. Rahi captured by Australia. So they're trading settlements again.
智慧和财富是最好的分享物。
And we're going to give her this agreement, so we get more diplomatic capital per turn. And at Weltgeist, I'm now actually going to work on the Mehmet work, so that we get the global affinity level prerequisites for units, buildings and wonders reduced by 1. And actually, if we build that before completing our next technology after bioengineering, then I'll be able to build the Emancipation Gate anyway. So let's work towards that. At Weisheit, we're going to get the Holosuite. I'm going to get the defense perimeter at Facture. I don't need the defense perimeter in Gran Exito yet. So what I might do is get the hypercore, because at Gran Exito, I think that's our highest science producing settlement, and plus 15% science there is quite a lot. So let's definitely make that our next production. At Hochberg, I think I'm actually going to upgrade this, so we'll get the defense perimeter there. And I also need to do it at Vespada. We're going to get the rocket battery. I need to definitely increase the defense of those settlements. The aquatic settlements are very vulnerable. We're going to get the network at Liqueur and at Ainsa. I'm thinking we're going to get the alien preserve. Just an awesome building. Let's keep this wolf beetle moving. And we now have a prime drone cage. Now these can actually heal friendly units around them, which is awesome. So we'll move that forwards and hopefully try that out. My saber, it can hit the tiles either side of Alto Torre. They can't actually hit Alto Torre. I think that is because we cannot see the settlement, but once we move units into range we will be able to, so I'm going to leave the saber on that tile for now. We're going to set up that saber for ranged attack, and we're going to get this explorer to head towards our expedition site. The trade convoy at Prosperity can trade with Berat. Yep, definitely going to do that. And this worker can automate. Right, let's buy some more workers. I'm not going to build any more workers, I'm just going to buy them. We can do so with energy. I have loads of energy. So let's buy a few of them. Well, we can buy a couple this turn. And just look at Veldgeist at the moment. They're still constructing these nodes. Most of them are going to be finished in a few turns. So we'll see those go up. Let's destroy this nest. Pillage that. And move onwards. Some more production choices to be made. We're going to run out of buildings to build soon. Let's get the Zanamas bathhouse in Eintracht. At Demut, we're going to get the defense perimeter. That's nearly going to have over 100 strength at Demut. That's crazy. I've never focused so much on the defense of my settlements, but because of this campaign has been so like back and forth in terms of military, I've kind of been forced to do so. Anyway, at Blauvold, let's just build another colonist, and at Entschluss, we're going to now work on the alien preserve. So we're going to fortify that Hellion. This wolf beetle can actually go to that alien nest and destroy it. My prime jellypods can come forwards. They are going to be so useful. This colonist can head down here. And we're going to fortify that unit. My prime drone cage can fortify for now. And we have this prime jellypod that can move forwards. Automate that worker. And I think we're going to buy a few workers with diplomatic capital this turn. So we can get a couple. And I'm also going to buy one with energy. So another 3 workers. my shroud finally making its way somewhere useful. My expedition setting up, that's going to take a little while, I think. It's going to be only one turn until bioengineering next turn, so I probably won't spend too much time on the next turn if I can help it, just so that I can start producing golems, because I'm not going to spend any of my diplomatic capital or energy this turn and just save so that I can build one. Let's try and get onto the alien nest. Oh, that's not even an alien nest, is it? Okay, never mind. Right, we're going to go up onto that tile, and I'm going to move around that prime Geliopod as well. Move that shroud forwards and sleep it. Automate these workers. And production from Axiom. That can work on an auto plant. Let's destroy that sea dragon. And move on. Now we found another nest. We're going to heal that unit. Actually, I'll move it into dare mode, because then it will heal quicker. And as long as I'm not at war with Brasilia or Polystralia, I don't really mind.
What's ours is yours. For a price.
And I'm going to accept that. We're going to become neutral with Polystralia.
If it's a sin to play God, then why would he leave his tools lying around?
So bioengineering is complete, and we have access to the Golem unique unit, Bioglass Furnace, and Xenomalum Wonder. So that Bioglass Furnace is pretty awesome, but only really useful in settlements that really lack production. But that Golem, let's see if we can build one.
Blessed are those that dwell within the machine, for theirs is true freedom from pain.
And level 14 Supremacy reached now, which means we can upgrade the Saber to an Evolved Saber if we want to. Now the minus setups needed before attacking is really awesome. Like, it makes these units so much more effective. I think we're definitely just going to go for that. And for our Educator, we can upgrade it to an Ambassador. And I think we're going to go for the -1 setups needed before attacking as well, maybe? Although attacking over obstacle or terrain obstacles would be useful as well. I think we're actually going to go for that. Especially considering how much trouble we're going to have with that anyway. So let's move into that tile, pillage the nest. We'll destroy the Ripper. And that's going to give my colonists safe passage. This colonist can move down as well. My prime Geliopod is nearly in position. Currently invisible, we're going to fortify it there for now. And I'm going to sleep until healed that unit. We're going to tell that to do nothing. And my Wolf Beetle can continue to explore. So let's choose production in Castellan to get a Holosuite. At Blauvold, we're going to get another colonist. At Vactur, we're going to probably get a Neuralab, or actually the Observatory for sure. At Hochberg, we're going to get the network. At Vespada, the Thermohaline Rudder. At Ainsa, I think we're going to get a Xenomath Bathhouse. And at Prosperity, we're going to get the Xeno Nursery. Okay, so we're on 811 science per turn. We have 433 diplomatic capital. Let's see if we can purchase ourselves a golem. We can. 430 diplomatic capital that's going to cost. And there we have it. Pretty awesome unit. We also got an achievement for that. So there's Liberty. I'm actually going to have a quick explore with this Wrath. Not long until we get access to the Aquilon, and I definitely want to build one of those as well. So I'm going to continue to save diplomatic capital in order to do so. Right, so here you can see the nodes being finished. They look really awesome on the water. Oh my god. That's going to look so cool once they are all complete. If we go to our yield icons, you can see just how much that is helping. That is so cool. And we are working a lot of these tiles. We have 13 citizens plus the drone thingamajiggy, drone command. So that's really good. At Dermut, I'm actually going to get the repair facility. And at Entwicklung, I think I'm going to work on the Gene Garden. Yeah, let's get the Gene Garden. At Fidel, I think the Neural Lab is a good idea. And at Le Coeur, we're going to get the Alien Preserve. That was a nice easy choice. The Wrath can attack the Scarab and make sure that dies. And then we can go scout for more alien nests. Doesn't look like there's another one for now. This Golem, it's pretty cool. A bit of an ugly looking unit, but awesome nonetheless. We've never really used it before. My Savage, I can move on to the water. And we're good to move on to the next turn. We have 955 energy actually. And my Prime Jellypod is still invisible there. Let's just fortify it for now. Move on to the next turn.
Venga, volvámonos más ricos.
And we can go neutral with Reginald de Anka, why not? Now if any of them make a wonder, I'm probably going to go to war with them straight away. Now my agent was killed trying to steal a technology. That's not very good. Let's change this one to Weisheit, and I'm going to reassign my agents to Tiangong and also to Dorado. Okay, and we're going to try and recruit defectors again. At Eintracht, I'm probably going to get a Xenofuel plant here. Even a cloning plant might be a good idea, so we can get more population. And sorry if you're hearing like a crackling on like my audio. I think that's actually in game. It seems like a little bug. I can't really help that. So sorry if you're hearing that. I've definitely just picked it up a few times then. That was quite annoying. At Weisheit, we're going to get the Vivarium there, and Effectur. I think we're going to get the Neuralab. At Entschluss, the Holosuite, or even the Feedset Hub. Actually, definitely the Auto Plant, because we need to get the production going there. We're going to sleep that savage. And our health is looking pretty awesome. I'm going to buy more workers. Not quite sure how useful these workers are going to be at this point in this game. They probably won't actually get to do too much. We're 5 energy short from buying another one. The expedition gave population to Weltgeist, which is actually pretty cool. 14 population in Weltgeist now. And what am I going to do here? I think we might go on land with this one. But look at that tile. Oh my god. All the bonuses from these upgrades and stuff it's just awesome. And we're going to put another one down here. So we can see Brasilia attacking Australia now. That's because my explorer here is spectating that. Just watching units attack each other, and that was really loud. For me, at least. The animation of that aircraft attacking was just a little bit too loud, so I had to move away. Right, we have 528 diplomatic capital. I'm not quite sure how much we're going to need in order to build an Aquilon, but I'm going to keep saving for now. We're going to get the Vivarium at Entwicklung and at Blauwold. I'm going to get a network now. I think we've got enough colonists. I guess we could still build more, but I'm kind of doubting how useful they are going to be now. May as well just keep investing in the settlements we currently have. Let's get this explorer to the sunken vehicle. And we're going to fortify that golem. This colonist, where am I going to take that? Probably over to this left side. So let's found an outpost there. And we're going to automate the worker. Automate that worker. And automate that worker. Awesome. Okay. I kind of want to get a settlement in between all these settlements. Although if I have one there, there, and there, then that kind of connects round. I'm planning to put it here, and that will end up connecting with Vector, so that should be fine. Might be a little bit out with this one down here and this one here. Oh well. So my Wrath has had a good explore. We found a derelict settlement there. Let's continue down the coast. And now, basically every AI loving me for everything, because, like I said, we're booming. We are really booming now. Oh, look at that. There is an asteroid crater that has not been explored. We still have that quest. I haven't really talked about it much. Which one was it? Deus Ex Chemia. We need to mine, what is that, 6 more meteorite craters in order to complete that quest. I've never completed that quest before, so it would be awesome if we could, but I think we've ran out of meteorite craters to mine, so finding that one there is quite rare at this point in the game. The AI set tends to sweep those up pretty quickly. Let's build a defense perimeter in Weisheit, and at Hochberg I think we're going to get the thorium reactor now. Okay, everything looking good down here. Actually, we could place a settlement here. Actually, that does actually seem quite a nice place. And then we can put another one over here. So that's going to be an aquatic city. This one can head over there. And we'll get another one come all the way down. I could actually just purchase that with diplomatic capital. 140 that's going to cost. Pretty sure we'll still have enough to buy an Aquilon. Still got 5 turns to save diplomatic capital for that anyway. And this explorer can set up its expedition, and that's everything done. Okay. Things looking good. And these nodes starting to be finished. Let's mine that meteorite crater with the alien. And I'm going to probably go for the Gaian well now. Although we could just get the defense perimeter to be safe. I'm not really sure. Let's get the cloning plant, because it seems Castellan is struggling for food. At Blauvold, or is that at Demut, sorry. I think I'm going to get the Gene Garden there. And at Vespada, we're going to get the Sonar Net. At Ainsa, we are going to get the Recycler. And at Axiom, I think we're going to get the Drone Command. Yeah, that's a good idea. So let's finally get this colonist to a decent position. It's telling us to put one over here as well, so maybe it's worth getting another one. Just continue to expand as much as we can. That would be pretty cool. Just have loads of new settlements being built. I think our outpost growth is pretty crazy now, mainly due to our health and other things as well. We nearly have a new virtue, and I guess what I'm going to do is get the adaptive sciences. Yeah. Okay, that's everything for this turn. We'll move on again. And Reginald de Alencar is liking my army size. That's the first. And look at this golem. I never actually looked at it while it was in fortified stance before, but that's pretty cool. It just creates like a wall. We're on turn 254. And we're choosing production in Hochberg. And we are going to get the command center now at Ainsa. We're going to get the Gene Garden at Prosperity. We are going to get the Site Nursery. And for this quest decision, we are going to get plus 10 city hit points from defense perimeters. And unfortunately, it has been my time. So, a glorious amount of expansion in this episode. We are pretty good in terms of military units. We're prepared for a war with Brasilia for sure. Maybe not so much with Australia, but I'm sure many of these units can reposition to attack Australia if they need to. The main threat for Australia would be coming from these American cities towards Hochberg, but hopefully we'll have the defensives set up by then. But in the meantime, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.